Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Всем привет. Привет, Бричстрол. Привет, Маймору. Привет, Agent Гоблин. Я наконец-то добрался до домашнего компьютера. Можно постримить. Вот. Напишите, пожалуйста, в чате, все ли нормально с картинкой и звуком. Хорошо? И сразу продолжим. Так, там случайно... Ну ладно, это не Windows обновляется. Хотя, может, и Windows. Да, Windows обновляется, отлично. Но да, придется чуть-чуть подождать, пока он выкачает апдейт. Потому что иначе лаги пойдут моментально. Как всегда. Windows решил обновиться в самый подходящий момент. И все равно пока еще никто не отвечает мне, так что я думаю, что... Привет, Бричтрол. У меня тут не хирнички, а Windows Update. И он жрет весь проц. Давайте я ему сделаю... Сейчас даже нельзя понизить приоритет. Вот, отлично. Не, Маймору я обещал уж дворфов пройти, когда пройдем. Будет аддон. А теперь нельзя в этом. О, вот прикольно. Раньше можно было приоритет понизить или повысить. Теперь для Windows Update нельзя приоритет понизить. Отлично. У меня саппинг... Не, картинка не зависла. Чего, Бричтрол? Я не понял. Тебя. Еще чуть-чуть подождем. Может, он все-таки закончит. Я не хочу просто прибивать Windows Update. Он все равно же, что называется... Ну ладно. Caves of Cud? Да, не, но Cud я не буду проходить. Он слишком сложный для меня. Я его не оценил. Так. Ну ладно, давайте попробуем. Если будет лагать, я тогда просто опять запаужу стрим. Ну, конечно, это вот... Чем у меня стоит настройка не обновлять без этого, без подтверждения, но, видимо, Windows Update, как обычно. Ну, десятку, что я хочу от десятки. Ладно, попробуем. Если будет фризить, сразу пишите. Не, он слишком не для казуалов, а я все-таки немножко казуальный. Так, ага, да, тут надо уничтожить все лестницы. Надо еще понять, где лестницы. А, окей.
What is it? Killed with pleasure. Say goodbye forever. Huh? For Vracus. Huh? Oh, what bad luck for you. What is it? Come here, you. He's pretty.
Лади, да? А, не, серьезно Лади или нет? Нет, если это... Окей. Неосапиент. Пока. До конца стрима. Ну ладно, на 20 минут. Не, серьезно, если лаги, то лаги, но... Не, просто вот я хорошо отношусь к любым шуткам, пока они не шибко обидные. Но, блин, про лаги, ну не надо, ну, потому что... Окей. А где... Где еще лестницы? Ага, вот там вот. Весна сегодня будет, может быть. Но...
Yes? Huh? Say goodbye forever. Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure. He hardly put up a fight. Oh, what bad luck for you! Huh? And what now? Yes, yes. He's pretty big. What is it?
Так.
Come here, you.
Окей. Да нет, у меня лагов нету. У меня нет лагов. Ну, я не вижу. И фризов нету. Но я не знаю, господа. Смотрю, если дропы. И дропов нету. У Несапиент есть запасной аккаунт, чтобы троллить. Но есть трансляция на Twitch и на YouTube. Давайте еще раз проверим, конечно. Да нет. Маймору там испугался. Так, там еще одна лестница. Я понял, что с ней надо сделать. Так. Тут называется огонь по своим. Все. Лестница уничтожена. Что дальше? Окей. Нет.
You wish it weren't so. But it is clear to you now that the city can no longer be saved.
To the side gate. It's our only chance.
Отлично. А как отсюда слезть? А, вот так. Так, а почему этот... Вот тоже, конечно, баги, ну ладно. Сейчас он может так спрыгнуть. Так, этого сюда, этого сюда, этого сюда. Ну куда? Отлично, и этого тоже сюда. Стоп, трое здесь. Где четвертый? Куда? Господи. Надо обязательно подраться. Отлично.
It's locked. We have to open it somehow.
Perhaps we can be of service, gentlemen.
Step aside.
Are you thieves?
Certainly not. We are artists. People with extraordinary talents. Say, friends, as you clearly mean to leave Mithridania too, would you have anything against us joining you?
The fabulous Rodario.
Oh, an admirer of my skills? Who would have thought it? I am indeed the one and only fabulous Rodario. This worthy gentleman here is Fergus, the best Magister Technicus since human thought. And last but not least, the enchanting Namora, whose beauty makes the mayor's roses wither in envy. Perhaps we should discuss the rest when we are out of this mess.
We have a long and dangerous journey ahead of us. I don't think you really want to join us.
An epic and dangerous journey? That sounds like an adventure. And anyway, I have already seen that you know how to handle those weapons of yours. In these dangerous times, a big travel group offers the best protection, don't you think?
I don't know.
The orcs are still surging through the gate and over the wall. You decide that this isn't the right time for discussions.
All right then, let's go.
Let's get out of here. We'll be safe with the firstlings.
The firstlings. The splendor of their halls is said to be unrivaled. And I have heard they have fascinating contraptions, Fergus, that are almost reminiscent of magic.
It's open, let's go.
Не, если серьезно, господа, есть лаги, потому что я не вижу. Я на ютубе посмотрел и не вижу. Но пришел, говорит, у него тоже нет лагов. Так. Могучий удар. Спасибо, идол. Обычно есть, но сейчас нет, тот негодяй. Так. Таверна. Торбрук. Орда орков. Еще какой-то квест. Ватенштайн. Нам сюда. Ну, пойдем через все квесты. А тут что-нибудь есть? Вирандились. Интересно. Так, а это что? Волбрук. Интересно. Так. Сейчас, секундочку. Да нет, вроде не лагает. Окей, пойдемте орков дубать.
In the evening, after your escape from Mithridania, you recover from your exertions around a campfire. Goimgar withdraws to a solitary corner. Bavragor devotes himself to his alcohol, and the twins get their smelly dwarf cheese out. Nemora and Fergus exchange hugs and kisses on the other side of the fire, while Rodario sits next to you.
Ah, a journey with real dwarves to the stronghold of the firstlings. I'm sure I can write that into my new piece.
We're far
Okay.
enough away from Mithridania. Perhaps we should part ways tomorrow morning.
Rodario jumps up and begins to gesticulate ostentatiously.
I think you have underestimated us. Let me introduce myself and my colleagues once more. I am the fabulous...
We don't have time to look after a pack of jesters.
Rodario seems offended for a moment, but then he grins, turns away from the group and raises his right arm. A jet of flame shoots out of his sleeve. The dwarves are startled and amazed by the brief spectacle.
And what do you say now, critical Mr. Dwarf?
You're a magus. I don't particularly like them either.
At the Curiosum, magic is my area of responsibility. There is a tube under his arm with a flint and a bag full of Lycopediella seeds. When he firmly presses the bag, the flint sprays sparks and the seeds shoot out. And there you have it. Magic fire.
Masterly work, Fergus.
The Magister Technicus shows his appreciation with a nod of his head.
If they all have tricks like this up their sleeves, well, they might not be such a burden after all, Tungdil.
How are you doing for provisions? We don't have enough.
We are happy to share what we have. It isn't very much, though. We had to leave most of it behind.
Food is sure to be a problem on our journey. Winter's only just beginning to leave Wayan, and people will be keeping a tight grip on the stocks they do have because of the orc attacks.
We have to be frugal and organize as much food as we can. It wouldn't be much of a heroic story if we starved on the way to the firstlings.
I must congratulate you on your skills. Find it hard to believe that it's not achieved by magic.
Aha, thank you, but I assure you it has nothing to do with magic. Just alchemy and accomplished acting. We leave the sorcery to the magi.
Don't mention them. There's no love lost on Andakai and her walking iron tower.
You've met Andakai the Tempestuous? That is unbelievable. How was she?
She ran away to the outer lands. A damn disgrace.
Adakai had her reasons to leave us. She had already fought against Nodon and was unsuccessful. Furthermore, we wouldn't be here without her, and she told us about Keenfire.
Andakai, the bringer of hope. I like that. I'll have to use that in my new piece.
True to his words, Rodario takes out his notebook and writes something down.
Do you know anything about the Firstlings? If I recall the map correctly, we need to cross the first large mountains in the Red Range and then pass through Snowdale to East Ironhald Stronghold.
No one has seen the Firstlings for hundreds of cycles, but there are many stories about them. Their craftsmanship is much vaunted, and there used to be trade via a narrow path that led into the mountains, but I don't think there is a man living now who has ever walked that road.
Our mission is to forge the legendary axe Keenfire and destroy the traitor
Какое
Nodon.
трепло.
If you wish to accompany us through hunger, coldness, and danger, then do so. It's your decision.
How could we not partake in such a story? Just think, what a wonderful play we could make of it.
If we survive. I was hoping to only resurface once we reach the Red Range. Instead, we have a long journey and a dangerous climb ahead of us.
There may be another way apart from the old trading route. A few years ago, an old man from the north told me of a place called Wackenstein. Apparently, there is an old path there, older than the dwarven tunnels themselves.
Legends and stories. There's too much uncertainty. Let's just see what the next few days bring.
Так, давайте посмотрим. Вероятность. Это последний город. Чтобы понять. Здесь Орда. Здесь цель нашего. Здесь Вакенштайн. Здесь таверна. Таверну, причалу, отлично. Или... Окей, пойдемте действительно ордорков встретим. Еды. Нормально.
The all too familiar stench of tallow and grease reaches your nose. You know what this means.
Я про главного героя. Он всем рассказывает про важную миссию, но нельзя же так. Так, честно говоря, я уже выбрал, кто будет сражаться. Вот этот чувак, он, кстати, хорош. Так, давайте дадим, вот этим я сражаюсь больше всего, поэтому мы дадим инициативу. Вот ему дадим вот это вот, а ему дадим вот это вот. Отлично. Как-то так, поехали.
Yes.
Это очень простая миссия.
Another one bites the dust. Hey. Fire. And what is it? Kill. Yes.
Что враги быстро кончились.
Is it finally over?
Huh? What is it?
Я уже сказал, враги закончились очень быстро. Ой, вот это уже серьезные чуваки.
What do you want me to do?
Hey. And what now? Oink, oink, little piggies! Yes!
Блин, вот это вот было не очень хорошо.
I got one.
Huh? Who's next? Huzzah! He hardly put up a fight.
All right then.
Я что, сложно что ли переставил? Не, просто так, что понятно, нет. Как-то очень легко стало. До этого были какие-то достаточно сложные файты. А сейчас начались какие-то совсем простые. Какая-то казуальщина пошла. Там крутой какой-то. Во. Окей.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
What do you want me to do? On my way. Is it finally over?
Oink, oink, little piggies!
Да, я же люблю казуальщину, точно, я забыл. Не, мне в Caves of Fleet больше не сложности, а мне... Я почитал сеттинг, мне сеттинг не очень понравился. Да, мне не нравится сеттинг, мне тяжело играть в рогалик. Что там, стрелы какие-то летят? Да, я понял. Окей. Так, ты давай под щит и защиту и вот так.
I'm with you. Oink, oink, little piggies. Yes.
Господи, эти все внизу уже закончили.
What is it? Of course. I'm with you. Yes, yes.
Не-не-не, стоп. Давайте просто все туда забежим и все.
What is it? Oink, oink, little piggies!
What to do? Huh? Is it finally over?
Окей.
Too easy!
End it! Kill!
А, все.
What the hell were those things?
Goimgar carefully pokes one of the dead little creatures with his sword, as if he fears it'll jump up and attack him.
Have you never defended your past, Simmerbeard? Those are Bognalim. Small, ugly, stinking, cowardly. Sound like anyone you know?
Goimgar looks angrily at Boindil and is going to reply, but Namora speaks first.
They are like little orcs. They are even more primitive and make up for their physical weakness through their sheer numbers. They live in caves all around here.
While the others talk about Bognalim, you examine a decorated ox skull that the orcs had with them. It wasn't made by them, and somehow looks valuable. You pocket it.
Окей. А вот это, кстати, возможно, аргумент, чтобы его начинать брать. Золотое кольцо с надписью внутри. Ничего особенного. Да-да-да. Так.
You spend the night protected from the wind in a ruin, and are sitting around a campfire as the topic of your new companion's performance on the stage comes up.
Sleight of hand, speed, alchemy, and makeup can have an incredible effect. Namora transformed herself into an elf using the latter.
I also noticed your weapons, Namora. I've never seen such swords before.
Their names are Crescent and Sunbeam. I designed them myself. It took a long time until I found a smith who was able to make them.
She looks like a pointy ear too. Nature hasn't been kind to her.
For this absent-minded remark, Boindil receives evil looks from Namora and grins from the men.
Perhaps I really am an elf, and will bring you a nightmare in your sleep tonight. Don't be surprised if you wake up screaming.
For a moment, it seems as though she has merged with the darkness, but when you blink, everything is back to normal.
By the gods, isn't she magnificent in her role?
There is no denying what Rodario says. You are walking past an inconspicuous copse as Namora suddenly stops on the spot.
Wait! We are not alone. Someone is watching us.
A trap?
Отлично.
Die, scum!
What are you doing? Why are you attacking us? We're dwarves too. We're on the same side.
I see honest dwarves here, but they are accompanied by scum. I will free you of it.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do on your own against 8?
You, come here.
What? Brother, what are you doing?
Окей.
Boindil, what's wrong? Come to your senses.
It's no use. They belong to me. Now die, scum.
Окей. Я так понимаю, что надо загреть вот ее.
Yes, yes, soon.
On my way.
Even I am not that quick.
Just a minute. Yes, yes, soon.
This is my hammer. They're all here.
Maybe it's better this way.
Не. Не, ну все правильно. Я уж подумал, что не надо было ее атаковать.
No sooner does the unknown dwarf fall unconscious to the floor than her control over your comrades disappears. You fetter and gag her until you know more about her sinister powers.
That was, I hope I didn't hurt you, Scholar.
It was as if in a dream, but at the same time, it wasn't. I heard her voice in my head, and although I knew better, I only saw orcs attacking me. You were the enemy.
Boindil goes over to the shackled dwarf and kicks her gently with his boot.
This is never a child of the smith, even if she looks like one. Those gifts. By Vracus, there is something evil at work.
You kneel in front of the dwarf and press your axe against her throat.
My name is Tungdil. If I remove your gag, will you answer some questions?
The captive nods, and you pull the gag out of her mouth.
Geralda is my name. It would seem I underestimated you.
Your powers, I've never heard of anything like it.
Neither have I. I haven't had them for long. When I try to remember, all I see is black mist, and I taste iron and mud, and there's an elf who...
Did the Alpha give you these powers?
When I try to remember, it hurts, like needles sticking into my head. I am Geralda Bloodstone. I was...
You said something about scum when you attacked us. Has Namora done anything to harm you?
Not her, but her kind. Alpha.
She is a human. She only acts at being an elf in theatre.
In the theatre?
For the first time, Geralda looks at Namora without a hateful expression.
She must die.
Where have you come from and what brings you to Wayan?
I was on my way to the Free Folk. They are said to live in the middle of Girdlegard, without kingdoms or their laws.
The Free Folk? You mean dwarves?
Yes, dwarfs who have left their kingdoms, voluntarily or otherwise. Not everyone has a place in their kingdom.
You instinctively think of your own plight. You are not a secondling, and won't be welcome among the fourthlings since you placed obstacles in their king's path.
Don't believe this nonsense, scholar. The Free Folk are just a fairy tale that people tell themselves when they don't want to stick to the traditions. Just look what good it's done Geralda.
Geralda prepares to reply, but then she holds back.
Enough talk! She is dangerous, probably crazy. She attacked us, we should put an end to her.
It's what you call amnesia, memory loss, a tool often used in stage productions. We don't know what happened to her, and maybe she doesn't either. We can't just kill her.
Так, а давайте ее с собой
She's too
заберем.
dangerous just to let go, so we'll take her with us. Remove the fetters.
You nip any objection in the bud and turn to Geralda.
Listen, I don't know what has happened to you, but we are dwarves and we shouldn't fight against one another. We could do with your help.
The female dwarf seems just as surprised by your decision as your companions.
Thank you. I would be happy to accompany you. I am Geralda Bloodstone, of the Fourthling Kingdom. I'm sorry that I attacked you. It was a misunderstanding.
You realize that your decision doesn't please everyone. Boindil and Namora seem particularly upset. But they hold back, and you continue on your way, a slightly gloomy mood hanging over the group.
Так. Блейдмастер. Ну, конечно же, Блейдмастер. А как иначе? Вот как-то так.
Your path
сюда
leads
идем.
you to a small fishing village on the banks of Lake Ontario. The villagers are busy and don't pay you much attention, apart from a fisherman on a boat who nods at you before returning to his nets. You can just about make out a jetty on the other side of the lake.
Excuse me, my name is Tungdil. Can you ferry us across to the other side?
The fisherman looks across the lake to the jetty on the other side, before turning back to you.
Oh, you're polite. I like that. Samuel is my name. I'll ferry you across for 10 provisions or 20 gold, whichever you prefer.
Не-не-не, конечно,
You give
монеты.
Samuel the gold, and after a long discussion with the dwarves in the group, you follow him onto the boat. The dwarves literally leap out of the boat as soon as you reach dry land.
We could have died! I hope it was worthwhile, scholar!
Так. Хорошо. Давайте Сначала зайдем вот сюда, сюда, а потом сюда. Раз уж тут побочки есть, я не хочу побочки упускать. Вот честно.
A two-story tavern sits on the corner of a crossroads. The
Сейчас
snow
еда
around the
будет,
building has been cleared away,
то тогда
and a warm
просто
light is
сделаем
coming from
побочки.
inside. The sign above the door reads Minstrel Castle.
Minstrel Castle? That sounds promising.
Так, сейчас я подойду, секунду, буквально. Так, я тут. Давайте
The old
оглядим
building has
окрестности.
nothing in common with a castle. It seems rather nondescript. A simple tavern for simple people.
Finally! Time for ale! My throat is completely parched.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, I too can hardly wait.
You enter the tavern with Bavragor and Boindil in front. On first impression, the interior is as inconspicuous as the outside. But when you take a closer look, you spot a couple of paintings of minstrels in front of a castle, a small stage that, judging by the dust, is only very rarely used, and a lute hanging on the wall behind the bar. There are not very many guests on the ground floor, perhaps a dozen, and most of them belong to a group of mercenaries who have retreated into the far corner. You sit at a table, and after a while you are brought the ale that Boindil has ordered.
Так,
You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on a stool. The landlady, a stout, middle-aged woman with long hair tied in a ponytail, looks up briefly but says nothing.
сначала закупимся. Во-первых, надо продать. Во-вторых, надо купить. Вообще надо больше купить, чтобы не париться. 100, наверное. Это сколько? Ну, давайте все купим. Так, что тут у нас еще? Это что? Талисман затяжного боя. Увеличивает на 75 урона. Вот это надо продать нафиг. А вот это купить. Окей. Талисман защиты на 80. На 50. Мне все равно не хватит денег, чтобы это купить. Могу ведь что-нибудь продать. Если это я продам и это, мне все равно не хватит. Ну ладно, тогда пофиг.
Say, why is the tavern called Minstrel Castle? It doesn't look much like a castle.
Oh, you don't know the legend, dwarf.
One of the guests next to you at the bar takes up your question.
There was a castle here once. No one knows its name anymore, so everyone just calls it Minstrel Castle. Once upon a time a king lived in that castle. He had many subjects and an enchanting queen. But one day a young minstrel came along and sang of wonderful far-off lands, and the subjects began to complain about their own lives. So the king sent for the singer to hear for himself. He came and sang a wonderful love song, and the king began to be scared. He thought that the minstrel wanted to steal away his queen. Without flinching, he drew his sword and struck the boy down. His father heard of this. He was himself a singer, and so he went to the king and played a terrible song, a curse. The king was to vanish in silence, and no one was to remember his name.
And that's what happened. No one remembers the name of the king or his castle. Make of it what you will. The story's certainly well known enough in the area to give Arin its name.
You nod at the landlady as you slip off the bar stool, and she nods back. Vavrigor and Boindil, who are absorbed in a drinking competition, have to be practically dragged out of the tavern. But in the end, you are able to continue your journey. The group isn't overly friendly towards Geralda, and this evening she's sitting once again apart from the others. You ask yourself what you can do to break the ice when you see that she has a phial in her hand. The phial is wrapped around with silver wire and has a snap lock. The liquid in it is black. Geralda opens the lid and takes a big swig. As she puts down the bottle, a smile flits across her face, followed by a short expression of deep satisfaction. It is the first time that you have seen a positive emotion on the face of the somber dwarf.
It has to be medicine, or something like that.
Geralda puts the empty phial back into her bag and turns her attention to cleaning her crossbows. Boindil beckons.
Scholar, I must tell you I don't trust her. None of us do. She's mad. Who knows, she might have a manic fit and stab us all in the night. She has to go.
A couple of days ago, we wanted to murder Tungdil and the others in a state of madness. Should we just go, too?
Despite everything that's happened, she is a dwarf. It was an unfortunate misunderstanding.
If there is ever another misunderstanding, I'll introduce her to my two little friends.
Boindil raps against his axes pointedly, and with that, to him, the discussion is over.
Так, сначала пойдем сюда. Торбрук.
When you enter the strongly fortified mountain village, you see a large group of miners standing around a shaft in heated discussion.
I really saw them, I swear!
A young man in mining clothes defiantly stares at an older man who is a good head taller than him.
Even if you did, smashing the lift hoist, it would have been better to have not sent the cage down again until we cleared this thing up.
Is there a problem?
The older man, perhaps a foreman, that he hardly seems to have realized that he's talking to a dwarf.
Mika here says that he saw orcs in the mine, and he smashed the lift hoist to bits. The cage has crashed to the bottom of the shaft. How are we supposed to work now?
Так. Кажется, он перестарался. Может, мы вам помочь ему? Да, давайте поможем.
Can we help you somehow?
Help? Well, we'll have to repair the hoist, and we need a new cage.
The foreman turns to a man next to him for answers. He's just as muscular, with dirty, calloused hands and an angular face.
It will take at least 2 weeks, but we don't need any help, unless you can speed up time.
I'll need 1 day. 2 at the most, if there are problems.
The foreman looks aghast at the Technicus, unsure whether he's joking or not.
1 day? Have you got any idea how...
Fergus is the most talented Magister Technicus in Girdlegard. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Let him help.
As long as he doesn't get in my way...
The worker shrugs his shoulders.
Why not?
Не, припасов вагон, так что...
Good, we'll help you. And we don't want anything in return.
Ooh, that's generous.
The foreman looks at you distrustfully. He's the sort of person who doesn't like being indebted to others. Fergus immediately gets to work, examining the hoist. After a few moments, he sends Mika off with a list of tools and spare parts, and explains to you how to build the cage, while he takes care of the hoist's rustic mechanism. After half a day, the cage is operational again, but Fergus is still busy with the hoist. You just hear him muttering.
So far, there is no automatic brake in case the ropes snap, but it shouldn't be too hard to fit one.
Давайте добавим.
Fergus decides to fit the automatic brake, but it takes more time than expected. Building the hoist from scratch would have been simple, but the upgrade turns out to be complicated. In the end, it takes 2 days until the lift is operational again. After the work is done, you report to the foreman. A huge grin spreads across the foreman's face. You have just saved him a lot of time and effort.
We can't let you leave empty-handed. Here, at least take some provisions for your journey. And if you ever need some extra brute force against the orcs, I'm sure we can find 10 men who'd be happy to learn from you.
Так. Давайте посмотрим, что нам торговец может предложить. Ничего, припасов у нас. Давайте купим.
You travel down into the mine in the repaired lift. Mika shows you the place where he saw the orcs, and you follow the winding gallery. After 1,000 paces, you stopped counting, and only after several hours do you reach an exit. There's a stench of tallow in the air. The tunnel leads directly into a huge orc camp, which blocks the pass into Snowdale Valley. If you attacked from here, you'd have the element of surprise on your side.
I could go and take a look and perhaps improve our chances for an attack.
You remember how the actor had transformed himself into Lot Yonin and Nudin in Mifidania. You certainly wouldn't bet against him being able to walk through the orc camp unnoticed.
I'll come with you. If I stay in the shadows, they won't see me.
The actor nods gratefully.
I'll come too. I also know how to keep myself hidden.
Nomura wants to object, but you are quicker.
Thank you, Geralda. 2 more eyes and ears would be helpful on such a mission. Listen, try to sabotage their defenses, and if you can safely take out a couple of guards, then do it. But don't take any big risks. Come back here if things get too hairy.
Nomura and Rodario rejoin you without any particular urgency. The infiltration was a complete success. No one detected the two of them. The guards are much more alert now since the infiltration of the orc camp. You have delivered a serious blow to your enemy, and an attack should now be significantly easier. You enter the orc camp with your companions. You have a long way ahead of you.
Чувствую, это будет непросто. Так. Не-не-не. Только гномы. Хотя, возможно, поскольку это... Я возьму, наверное, вот этого тоже. Просто за счет ауехи. Так, значит, вот ему нужна вот эта штука. Нет, конечно, вот ему главный дом... Хотя, не знаю, нет, вот так. Вот так. Вот так. Кошмар.
Yes?
А, так тут нужно дойти до перевала.
Looking for enemies? They're all hitting me pretty hard. Vile creature.
Ой. Что-то это как-то очень все плохо.
What is it? Ow! Another one bites the dust. Who's next? And what now?
Too much for you, was I?
Let's go. Ow! Another one bites the dust.
Killed.
What's up? On my way.
А вот это, конечно, очень хорошая штука. Я про его огненное АОЕ.
For you. Slowly, slowly. Put up a fight.
Единственное, что он, конечно, настолько дохлый, что просто не знаю, что с ним делать. Что-то все плохо. Да, но я хочу видел только Дварфами пройти. Так сказать, в поддержку Диомеда. Херник с огнеметом, ночной кошмар некроманта. Да-да-да. Так, а куда мне нужно идти-то? Тут очень много лучников, поэтому я, наверное... Я, кстати, не уверен, что я правильно делаю. О! А куда мне нужно? Налево, направо. Вот туда.
What's up? Yeah?
Huh? Uh-huh.
Who's next? Let's go. What's up?
At once. What is it? Yes? On my way.
Looking for what now? They're all here.
Он, конечно, дохлый.
Hold your horses, all right?
Просто вообще.
Slowly.
Yes?
Так, ты давай сюда. Вот сюда.
What is it?
А тобой надо отпрыгать.
Of course.
Да, просто отпрыгнуть.
Yes, yes. Hey, bit too many over here.
I need help over here, quickly.
Блин.
And what now? On my way.
Бежим. Ого. А куда дальше-то? Похиржено. Блин, надо было сохраниться. Окей, давайте тогда... А что у него? Полукруги. Не. А, ну один это неинтересно. Вообще даже. Забейте. Ну ладно, тогда чего? Это, конечно, крутой чувак. Блин. Давайте понемножку идем. То есть нам нужно вон туда наверх. Окей, я понял. Окей, они здесь. Отлично. Там много очень лучников. Это, конечно, очень фигово.
Put up a fight. On my way. I didn't hit you very hard.
Yes.
Нет, видел, там штука в том, что у того есть пассивки на броню. Больше всего, конечно, луки доставляет. Как их убрать, не знаю. Пойдемте сейчас попробуем луки убрать. Блин, камера, конечно, не очень удобная, даже несмотря на то, что я могу ее вращать. Все. Ага, понятно, то есть они вон там стоят. Окей. Пора прыгнуть. Ой, только не надо меня скидывать. Пофиг. Вот так.
Yes, on my way.
Че они застряли-то? Чувак застрял. Ой. Как сильно напихали-то.
Yes.
Угу. Непонятно, как с лучниками сажаться. Не, пофиг, короче, это не очень, чувак. Вот так вот. Ему дадим... Нет, мне нужны способности. Ходим. Так. Кинем стекляшки. Ой. Ну тоже пойдет.
And that'll be safe, will it?
Yes.
Huh? Huzzah!
Huh? Understood.
Ow! Another one bites the dust.
What do you want me to do?
Ну все, вот с первой партией разбираемся. Так, а давайте я попробую вот этим товарищем. Просто сбегать туда, заагрить их.
Come here, you. Yes, yes. Of course.
Ага, вот так вот.
Of course. What is it?
Is it something bad?
Может, вон те дальние побегут? Нет. Жалко.
I got
Out of my way!
Kill.
Окей, не, можно, да, вот так вот. Я думаю, да, надо вот по...
Oink, oink, little piggies!
You weren't expecting that, were you?
I'm with you. He hardly put up a fight. What is
Окей.
it? Of course. Yes, yes.
Давайте загрим лукарей.
Of course.
Тут их пачки стоят.
Yes, yes. Of course.
Давайте.
Of course. Yes, yes. I'm with you. Yes, yes. Of course.
Нет, очень мало бегут. Ну ладно.
Come here, you.
Так как-то.
Huh? For you.
Is that a good
On my
idea?
way. Come here, you.
If you insist. What do you want me to do?
And what now?
Ладно, я побежал еще агрить.
I got one.
Yes, yes. I'm with you. Of course. Yes, yes. Ha ha. I'm with you. Yes, yes.
Во, а теперь стоп. Где там этот товарищ?
Yes. Oh, all right then. Maybe it's better there.
Вот, и кидай вот сюда стекляшки.
Huh?
А ты, соответственно, раз. И бегом отсюда.
Of course. Yes, yes. What is it?
That'll
I'm
be
with you.
safe, will it?
As good as
Better
done.
there. Is it something bad?
Ага, вот теперь пойдет.
And what now?
Yes?
О, отлично.
And again. What is it? Oink, oink, little piggies! Bites the dust.
Ну
Come
все.
here, you.
Oh, you weren't expecting that,
course.
were you?
Huh?
Oh, that'll be safe.
And
will it?
what now? Of course. Yes, yes.
Посмотрим.
I'm with you. Yes, yes. Of course. Yes, yes. Who's next? Of course. Yes, yes. I'm with you.
Ну все, вот
Yes,
отлично.
yes.
За мной побежали.
I'm with you.
Стоп.
Yes.
И,
Oh, all
соответственно,
right then. Hey. What do you want me to do? Oh,
Yes,
all right
yes.
then.
нет, уже не приманивается.
Come here, you.
That's a good idea.
He hardly put up a
That'll be
fight.
safe, will it? Oh,
Yes,
all
yes.
right then.
Непонятно, что с луками делать.
Maybe it's better there.
All right.
Oh,
Yes,
all right
yes.
then.
А, ну давайте сохранимся. А, сохраняться во время боя я не могу, отлично.
That'll be safe, will it? Oh, all right then.
Неплохо.
Maybe it's better there.
Дополнительный хардкор. Давайте вот туда. На эту площадку забежим.
That'll be safe, will it? Oh, all right then. Yes.
Нет, кинуть вот сюда все.
Yes.
А ты вот так вот раздашь.
And again.
И еще раз дать.
Is it something bad?
Too easy.
Yes.
Huh? Oink, oink, little piggies.
Блин. Непонятно. Вообще непонятно. Давайте вы все здесь стойте. А, уже отсюда начинает луки лететь. Так, а где лукари-то? Давайте я пробегу, просто пойму, где стоят лукари. А, вон там они стоят. Не, это нереально, тут надо наоборот бежать. Сейчас, подождите, я пойму. Там же проблема в том, что меня пробивает куча лукарей. А, он загрелся. То есть, а вот отсюда меня не будут пробивать, да? Да, окей, я понял. Я понял. То есть надо вот именно вот в этот... Хорошо. Давайте попробуем всеми пробежать просто вообще на пофиг. Ой. Ну ладно. Попробуем пробежать так. Конечно, это плохая идея. Но можно пробежать. Да. Но если уж даже с ними получается, то с дворфами вообще должно на изи получиться. Вот. Здесь сражаться. Нехирники затесались в наши ряды, да-да-да, типа того. Ладно, дайте еще пару попыток. Давайте без него, действительно, ладно, хорошо. Вот с ними. Тебе дадим вот эту штуку. Тебе дадим вот эту штуку, тебе вот эту штуку и, в общем, просто бежим тупо со всеми вперед. Просто бежим. Нам нужно вон туда добежать. Все, бежим туда. Так, здесь прожимаем. Отлично, здесь не стреляй. Добежали. Окей, теперь, соответственно, танком нужно сюда. Нет, вот так. Вот тебе нужно туда. Окей. Ой. Вон подальше. Отлично, там и валяйся. Еще бы кнопочку Hold Position, да-да-да. Ну что, я им всегда могу в стенку впилиться, и это будет почти hold position. О, стоп. Вот я могу сделать... О, они пока валяются, я могу им вот так сделать. Во, вот это вообще имба. Ой, только куда тебя понесло? Нет, 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 где обратно? Блин, стенка нарушилась. Во, вот здесь. Вот, а теперь ты иди сюда. Вот, вот сюда иди. Вообще вот здесь стой. Вот, вот, отлично. И вот отсюда прямо вот так. На тех, которые там в диспамерстве валяются. Во! Вас мы опять туда. Да это прямо конвейер можно устроить. Еще подвигает. Вот это, кстати, мобильный, он может прыгать сюда и сразу врубать свою фигню. Что, все кончились? Не, не кончились, еще один прибежал. Так. Ой. Камера лагнула. А, теперь пойдем и надаем этим лучникам. Теперь валим отсюда, пока не отдались. Обратно туда, в угол. Конечно, страта работает. Так, а где там угол-то? Вот здесь. Еще если бы камера нормально работала. Вот, и здесь лучники не достают. Начинаем им раздавать. Ой, это я зря сделал, я тут всех поджарил своих. Так, все, побежали дальше лучников. Не-не-не, не заворот, вот сюда. Стоп. Соответственно, ты тогда запрыгивай на луков. Все, валим отсюда. Все. Сваливаем обратно. Ну вот, и теперь здесь тупо. Что, идеальная же страта. Теперь надо восстановить ХП. Я пока посмотрю, что... Блин, камера, конечно. Ну ладно. Хорошо. Теперь следующий просто этот. Вон тот кусок. Во. Не-не-не-не. Нет, нет, нет. Блин. Страта не работает, короче. Не, ну работает, но я уж очень обнаглял. Видите, тут же фишка в том, что вот здесь, вот там лучники стоят, и тут лачники стоят. В общем, лучники-лачники меня просто вынесли. Ну ладно. Хорошего понемножечку. Я думаю, что на сегодня хватит с дварфами, потому что мне тут еще много дел надо делать. Просто хотелось посмотреть, постримить чуть-чуть. И, соответственно, все-таки записать сегодня хоть одну серию. Ну и завтра, я думаю, я тоже продолжу с драфами. А сегодня, возможно, я не знаю, будет Веснот или Silent Hunter, что-нибудь точно будет. Вот. Спасибо за то, что смотрели. И до новых встреч. Всем пока.